I want to touch upon something really important, and every beginner filmmaker needs to know this because it happens to a lot of us, and it's something like a lot of beginner creators, beginner people who are in the filmmaking and editing videos or just taking videos. They face like frustration, burning out, because it happens to a lot of us. And when it comes to creating videos, it's common that a lot of people use Sony cameras, and I'm telling you from my own experience, yes, it's a journey to get the look that we want, often that our favorite creator have. Like, we want to replicate the look, we go and buy lat or courses, and we end up not getting the result that we want, and it takes a bit of time. We get frustrated. A lot of time people give up and they just do not use the log footage. But why you should not get the look that you want with the log footage that other people get it? And you watch hundreds of videos and still you are not getting there, and you still confused like how you can get the result you want. And I'm telling from my experience. When it comes to recording a stock 3 footage, there are a lot of things need to be understood first. The color, the lighting, the framing, the timing, the gear you own. These five things, I think, is one like the most important thing. And if you miss a couple of these, and if you don't understand properly, the color accuracy, for example, the white balance, or for example, the timing or framing, or for example exposure or the quality of the light, how what kind of light quality is good for which kind of scenario, which kind of light is good for which kind of skin tone. And you just have a lot of things that it takes time to understand. Then at the end you'll be able to get the footage you want in a slug 3. And you know that a lot of people shoot in white balance. I'm totally against it because shooting in white balance when you're a filmmaker in the beginners, it's very common. But the big thing with that one is that when you're shooting in white balance, you're like if something changes in your scene, then the camera will trigger the white balance value. It means the temperature will keep changing, and you will end up having a footage which has inconsistent white balance. So that's the most important thing. If you're a beginner filmmaker, you should know this. That's why I think you have to the best the best advice I can give you to be able to get the look that you want from an stock 3 footage, that you don't want to get stuck in like just a Rex 109, is doing things, not watching or learning things. I watched a lot of videos and like lats and this kind of stuff, but I was not getting the things that I want to be able to get. I will not be able to replicate the looks and this kind of stuff. Yes, it's good for the understanding. It's definitely necessary, like what kind of color, like the theory of the color, how the colors affect, how to separate the colors, how to not oversaturate the footage and this kind of stuff. This is important to learn, yeah, but when it comes to getting the look that you want, it's important to do things, try things. Even if you mess up, just a couple of things. Like for example, you set up first time and you record it and you sit on the computer. After that, you watch the video, analyze it. Just have a paper and pen and see which areas are not good. Is your face is bright, for example, one side bright and it's like blown out, overexposed. Then once you note that, then after that you note all of these, then you go look for the solutions on the YouTube. For example, how to quickly expose the stock footage. You have that point, and you go watch a couple of videos, you apply those methods, and you see one of the works, and you get the idea. You start getting the idea. Oh, okay, if I do this, I get the correct exposure, so it's good. So let me try that. Then you go and record another video, maybe next day, maybe next week, or maybe that day. It's up to you. And then you see like now you fix the exposure, and then after that you see, oh, why my colors are going like this, or why I'm getting too much noise, or why like I'm not getting the things looking like the one I saw on the YouTube, like the framing, the perspective, these kind of things. Because a lot of people, when they put, for example, this is common, like people miss that it's important to put the camera in the eye level, not above, not below, when you, for example, shooting an interview style or something like that. That's why it's important to do things. That's the best advice I can give you. Do it as many times as you can and keep improving each video by each video. You will quickly see how massively your workflow changes. Try different tools. Like, for example, if using DaVinci Resolve, like what I did, I tried all the notes, all the effects, all the like going up and down, like see how I'm gonna get the look I want. And yeah, because I don't like, some people say like, oh, okay, I can use the app by like CapCut or other things. Yes, they give the first impression look good, but when you upload it to the YouTube, every color is messed up. That's why when you see like proper color grader or proper person for editing videos or filmmakers, their videos just naturally looks good and feels good because they understand the concept of it. That's why it's important to do things and analyze it and then learn about it and then apply it in the next shot. That's how I do. And that's what I wanted to create this video, that because of, I started 4 years ago like casually with this job I had, and I was just exploring because I really like to create videos and experiment things like the, getting the good skin tones. And I'm still beginner filmmaker and I'm still learning. I just wanted to share my experience that in 4 years I learned a lot, that the most important thing I can give you is this: to shoot, analyze, learn, and then shoot again. That's the simple way. And then you just keep improving. If instead of just watching 100 videos and then overthinking and then just not applying, and then you're just sitting and the camera is still, you bought it and it's expensive and it's still living in the case and you're just not using it. So it's important, yeah. If you're a beginner filmmaker like me, let me know your experience in the comment section. When did you start? How was the experience? So what kind of camera you use? I'm rocking up with Sony cameras. It's very common. The reason is because of the selection of the lens I got, because usually when you're a beginner, when you start, you don't want to spend too much money, or often it's not normal. People doesn't have too much money to spend on a camera, like thousands of dollars. Yeah, it is expensive. Yeah, I hope you like this video, and let me know in the comment section any suggestions and any ideas and tips and feedbacks. I'll see you in the next one.